Hi, we're introducing the Samsung Jet in this review, advertised by the manufacturer as smarter than smartphone. Well, the device certainly sports several features to substantiate the claim, like a fast 800 MHz processor, good multitasking capabilities, and Microsoft Exchange support. As a whole, however, the device is nothing more than a highly gifted feature phone equipped with touch-sensitive screen. We totally like the leather case that comes in the box, because you don't need to take the phone out to answer a call, because there are small openings located where the phone earpiece and loudspeakers are. Plus, the positions of both send and end keys are clearly marked on the sheath. And finally, it protects the phone from getting dirty and scratched. One major drawback of the device is it really loves fingerprints, which tend to mar the otherwise great overall appeal of the phone. As you can see, all that you need is touch the device several times and its glossy look is all gone. The AMOLED display measures 3.1 inches and delivers awesome image quality. Its high resolution and saturated colors will make you browse pictures over and over again. Not to mention, it's really sensitive and hence a pleasure to use. All hardware buttons are easy to manipulate. Aside from both the send and end buttons, the front side of the device also houses a spectacular key that calls up the main menu when pressed, or the multitasking function when you hold it pressed for a while. The volume rocker is on the left hand side, while the phone lock key and the double button are on the opposite. The more prominent part of the latter is actually the camera shutter, and the other key starts the 3D Cube app when pressed. But we'll talk about it later. The Samsung Jet comes equipped with standard connectors and they're located on the top. You have a 3.5mm jack and micro USB port protected with a small flap. Gaining access to the micro SD slot means you have to remove the back cover. Did you notice the eye-catchy red elements on it? This is just another way of lending color to the phone design, and we have to admit we quite like what we see. We hope Samsung keeps up the good work and continues to apply nice design solutions to their handsets. As a whole, the Jet is a beauty to behold, although not as appealing as the LG Crystal with its transparent keypad. The new TouchWiz version brings forth some major improvements. The three home screens still host widgets, which has become so characteristic of the interface. They're pleasing indeed, plus you can download more or update the ones you already have. Unfortunately, they don't give you the opportunity to, say, set an alarm directly from within them, or open your photo contacts, which by the way is a great app when it comes to fiddling with your favorite contacts. So you would have to navigate your way through the main menu to start the app. The main menu itself consists of 3 separate screen pages that host all functions, so the need of submenus has been effectively eliminated. The icons cannot be rearranged, so like it or lump it, you'll have to get used to the locations fixed by the manufacturer. Thankfully, Photo Contacts is on the first page, so you can start the program right away. The app allows you to tag pictures with your contact entries and call people directly from here. Unfortunately, tagged pictures don't get automatically assigned to the relevant contact entries, so you would have to do that manually if you want the pic to pop up when you're being called by a person associated with it. The multitasking menu makes for a really nice extra feature. Running apps are visualized and not just indicated here. Say, you can take a look at how's your message composing coming along, or what is the last track you played before you had to quit the music player. You won't be able to see the programs running in real time, but rather the way you left them. As a whole, we quite like the new TouchWiz version. It looks less showy than LG's S-Class 3D, but works much faster, and you don't have to wait for 6 seconds until your calendar loads. The date and hour rollers are here, although at Samsung have finally figured that this is not the fastest way to set time, so you can do it via the on-screen keypad too. The Contacts app has been improved, and you can now send messages from here. Each one can store a staggering number of detail and is customizable with a picture, ringtone and vibration style. Unfortunately, the phone will search only in the first names of your contacts as you enter letters, and it's only numbers that are filtered from within the dialing menu. In other words, 636 doesn't lead to Neo. You may try and take a French leave using the fake call function, activated by keeping the volume that turns down the volume pressed for a while. You can also set a period of time before the phone starts ringing or record You can also set a period of time before the phone starts ringing or record a voice so people would think someone is talking to you, which makes the whole thing more credible. The Samsung Jet delivers decent organizer functions as well. The calendar can show all active events as well as all missed ones. You are allowed to enter schedules or anniversaries, both with relevant start and end days, alarms, additional details, etc. Unfortunately, tasks come as a separate application that cannot be accessed through the calendar. They can be assigned priorities, start date, deadline, current status, details and alarm, and the task will get crossed off in the list when marked as complete. The Samsung Jet can sync your contacts, calendar, tasks, and messages with Microsoft Exchange Server while you're on the run. This is a handy option, although not nearly enough to make the phone a direct rival to smartphones. It would have been great if the phone allowed downloads of contact info and calendar events from Facebook and Google accounts, even if not as easy as on the Palm Pre. Moreover, we would have liked to see automated email setup, at least for the major service providers. Unfortunately, the feature is not supported, and neither is browsing your messages in threaded style, which tends to be generally quite handy. All screen keyboards are, however, great. Their buttons are large enough and easy to press, and the utmost screen sensitivity will allow users to type really fast. In addition, the phone sports 3 separate handwriting recognition modes that are totally up to the task. The Samsung Jet comes equipped with an internet browser called Dolphin, which is one of the best on feature phones we have ever seen. Double tap to zoom in on things and bring the objects in focus, so you can see it more clearly. Keep your finger pressed against the screen to zoom in on objects smoothly, or swipe it downwards to zoom out in the same graceful manner. We do think this is the best way of controlling a browser, apart from multi-touch, of course. Pages visualize properly and navigating feels easy, except for really complex websites full of animations. Moreover, the browser supports Flash. This is great because web pages are visualized much in the same way as they are on a normal computer. We encountered certain issues with some services, where the videos just wouldn't load, and they played on YouTube, although the heavy stuttering made them virtually impossible to watch. The Samsung Jet sports high-speed internet connectivity via 3G that is usable in Europe and Asia, and you have Wi-Fi that permits entering specific IP addresses. The phone comes equipped with an extremely fast 5-megapixel camera with flash that will allow you to take 3 snapshots in about 7 or 8 seconds. Moreover, it features ample camera options like all matter presets that might come in handy in certain cases, different focusing modes, blink detection, etc. Videos are captured at a maximum resolution of 720 by 480 pixels. Videos are captured at a maximum resolution of 720 by 480 pixels and 30 frames per second. As a whole, the camera offers image quality that is above average. Colors in pictures taken outdoors are slightly unrealistic, but warm and pleasing, although details tend to be somewhat blurry. Image noise becomes more apparent indoors, although it's not overwhelming, so snapshots are acceptable. Videos are rather blurry, but their soundtracks are loud and the phone can be used to record at music gigs and the like. You can listen to some music on the Samsung Jet while waiting for the next concert of your favorite band. The music player is cool and allows fast access to equalizer settings and 5.1 channel emulation when in landscape mode. Running in it, the player reminds of the iPhone cover flow and visualizes the available album art. This is one of the few cases when the phone gets sluggish, so browsing a huge audio library may take quite some time. The overall music quality is above average, although sound is a bit sharper and not as loud as we would have liked. The Jet comes equipped with an FM radio with RDS and can recognize the song you are listening to. The gallery is the other app that seems to be annoyingly sluggish. Other than that, it offers interesting options like filtering content based on the prevailing color in your snapshots. Video playback, however, takes the cake. The screen delivers awesome image quality and DivX and XVID files are played without a hitch, provided their resolution width doesn't exceed 720 pixels. The same goes for MPEG-4 videos. You won't notice a single artifact or hang-up, and watching videos is a pleasing experience indeed. There is a 3D cube that allows fast access to multimedia files, entertainment apps, and the internet. Unfortunately, it delivers limited functionality, say the gallery only shows miniature versions of the available snapshots, and the music player visualizes album covers, but of the last playlist only. As a whole, this is just an alternative way of browsing multimedia files and functions, and you can certainly go without it. Keeping the button next to the camera shutter pressed for a while starts the so-called motion gate, where there are two shortcuts that can be selected by shaking the phone sideways. They are controlled through the accelerometer as well. Say, a simplified camera interface starts on your double shaking the phone. We tend to think this is a function that is entirely void of meaning and made to show off the capabilities of the built-in accelerometer. The built-in navigational software is actually the Java version of Google Maps. Pinpointing your exact location on first start will take about 5 minutes and about a minute after a soft reset. Additional apps can be downloaded from Samsung's online stores that are different depending on the country you access them from. In-call quality is good, but not the best we have ever experienced. Voices of people sound sharp and are not loud enough. Moreover, if you come to use the Jet for surfing the internet or as a multimedia player, the battery won't last more than a few days. As a whole, the Samsung Jet is the champion of its class. Even if not smarter than smartphone, as advertised, it comes equipped with an awesome set of functions and is really handy to use. LG's S-Class 3D interface looks more impressive for sure, but the Jet is faster, has a great internet browser, and better multimedia capabilities. We do recommend the handset because we believe it's one of the best cell phones of 2009.